Hello, my name is Kranti Kulkarni, and today I'm going to be talking about developing a positive mindset in times of crisis. This is a very important topic for me because I have been a caregiver to my father, who was an MSA warrior. Some of the techniques and practices I discussed today have helped me and my family, and I hope they help you as well. We're going to talk about positive mindset, validating emotions, gaining more clarity, dealing with crisis, and developing growth mindset. So, what is mindset? Our mindset is made up of our set of beliefs, our opinions, and our experiences. It plays a pivotal role in our interpretation and evaluation of our circumstances and our responses towards them. But the best thing about our mindset is that it's dynamic, and we can practice some simple methods to help develop a strong, well balanced, positive mindset that can help to be very beneficial in the healing journey. So, what is positive mindset? If you view your past in positive light, if you look at a bright side of things, if you expect positive outcomes, congratulations, you already have a positive mindset. A positive mindset is balanced. It never denies a difficult situation. A positive mindset is hopeful. It motivates you to take action. It's compassionate. It's empathetic towards you. And a positive mindset is very courageous. It helps you to face your fears. There are many significant impacts of positive mindset on mental and physical health. It helps to regulate stress hormones. It gives you better problem solving skills. It improves your cardiovascular health and improves your immunity. So it's a big win win. What is toxic positivity? Uh, so, so if you're trying to be positive, it's possible that sometimes you can cross the line between positivity and toxic positivity. Toxic positivity is an unusual feeling that pressurizes a person to constantly stay happy, irrespective of the circumstances. Toxic positivity makes you chase a certain notion of happiness, ignoring your problems and denying your current situation. You start labeling your emotions, you start judging them. The best example is the phrase good vibes only. I mean, we all want to be happy all the time, but it's not practically possible because we as humans are bombarded with chain of different experiences throughout our day. And we're going to be happy, we're going to be sad. So it's important to be true to our emotions. So, how do we validate emotions? MSA journey can bring out different kinds of emotions. It's important to validate them without judgment. There are 5 steps to validate your emotions. The first step is to observe. Observe how you feel. If you're experiencing an unpleasant emotion like sadness or fear, don't suppress it. Many times we don't even observe how we are feeling, how our thought process is, what our thinking pattern is. So it's really important to pause and observe. The second thing you want to do is to understand. Try to understand these emotions and their sources. For example, anxiety or stress can stem from lack of clarity and information overload. Acknowledge, accept, and acknowledge your emotions. They're normal. Your emotions don't define you. If you're feeling jealous, it doesn't mean you're a jealous person. It just means you're experiencing a temporary emotion that's going to pass. Show compassion. Show yourself compassion and treat yourself with love. It's important for you to remember you deserve love and empathy in your journey. Understand your purpose. Validate your emotions and understand what they're trying to tell you. Different emotions carry different purposes. Understanding the purpose behind your feelings will help you regulate them better. If you often feel jealous, it can mean that you're constantly comparing your life to someone else's, and you need to bring back your attention towards your life and be more mindful about your own happiness. So stress can have very significant impact on your mental and physical health. Stress is known to elevate blood pressure levels. It can lead to chronic anxiety, depression. It can also cause different digestive issues. So it's very important to deal with stress and reduce it. There are 5 ways to reduce stress. It includes avoiding multitasking, organizing better, meditating, practicing gratitude, and connecting with nature. Avoid multitasking. If you're trying to do many things at a time, you're going to lower your productivity, which can cause stress. Stay focused only on the essentials. Organize. If you're well organized and you have everything you need easily available, you're going to significantly reduce your stress. Meditation. Meditation is one of the best ways to calm yourself down and bring back your attention to yourself and reduce your stress. Gratitude. We all say thank you when someone does something nice for us. But it's important to practice gratitude deliberately. It's important to seek things to be grateful for. It immensely helps to reduce stress. Connecting with nature. If your mobility doesn't allow you to step outside, you can observe and appreciate birds, clouds, trees, moon right from your own window. You can also keep a potted plant near you, which can help you have a small nature's touch just around yourself. Dealing with anxiety. What is anxiety? The American Psychological Association defines anxiety as an emotion characterized by feelings of tension, worried thoughts, and physical changes like increased blood pressure. It's your body's spontaneous response to stress. Having anxious thoughts is not unusual, but when it becomes disproportionate and causes inconvenience in your daily routine, deteriorating your mental situation, it is a cause for concern. And it needs to be evaluated by a professional healthcare provider. Anxiety can present itself in various physical and psychological forms if left untreated. When you start experiencing anxious thoughts, take a break and first, know your anxious feelings. Understand that you're feeling them right now. Understand their frequency, their intensity, and be aware of your trigger points that cause this anxiety. The second thing you want to do is to seek help. Don't hesitate to reach out to your family and friends to discuss your situation. Seek medical help if necessary. Practice breathing exercises like practicing gratitude and meditation, the way we discussed them before, are known to help immensely with stress as well as with anxiety. One of a very highly effective techniques is to reduce anxiety is the grounding technique, where you start by sitting in a very comfortable position and you take three deep breaths. Then you begin with acknowledging five things that you can see around yourself. And just calm yourself down. Moving on to four things that you can touch around you. Try to concentrate on these four things, calm yourself down, and acknowledge three things that you can hear around you. Calming yourself further, acknowledge two things that you can smell around you. Calming yourself even more, acknowledge one thing that you can taste. Now, this practice will shift your focus away from anxiety and help you to regulate your emotions in a better manner. Moving on to coping mechanisms. Coping mechanisms are behaviors and practices that a person adapts to deal with situations, undesirable situations. So, your coping mechanism can be problem focused or it can be emotion focused. Problem focused coping mechanism focuses on eliminating the sources of problems by planning, organizing, working on setting boundaries. But it's not always possible to solve your problems. So it's also important to adapt an emotion focused coping mechanism. It focuses on managing and improving your emotional response associated with the problem. It can be something like journaling or meditation. There are two types of coping mechanisms. It can be adaptive, it can be maladaptive. Adapting coping styles involve joining a support group. The way you've joined one, good. You're already adapting a very constructive way to cope with your problems. Talking with your friend, developing a positive mindset, and exercising are some of the examples of adaptive coping style. Binge eating, disconnecting from everybody, negative thought train are some of the examples of maladaptive coping styles which you want to avoid. The self talk. Our self talk is our internal dialogue that we have within our mind. It can be deep, you can find the roots of our self talk deep in our subconscious mind. Our pre existing beliefs, experiences, mindset have a profound impact on our inner dialogue. These conversations can be constructive, pragmatic, or unsympathetic and destructive. Optimistic inner dialogues are uplifting. They're going to motivate you. They're going to help you boost your self esteem. Whereas negative inner dialogues can drag your attention to failures. They can be relentlessly judgmental and use fear and shame as motivation by lowering your self esteem. So, how do you have a more well balanced self talk? To indulge in a more meaningful and constructive inner dialogue, it's essential to be mindful. Observe and understand the direction of your thought train. How do you feel when you talk to yourself? Do you feel happy and motivated, or do you feel sad? If you start experiencing a negative, critical inner voice, try to tame it by adapting these highly effective tools. First thing you want to do is understand that your inner critic is negative biased. Irrespective of your achievements and accomplishments, your inner critic tries to attract your attention to failures and embarrassments. Inner critic can be nagging, it can magnify minor inconveniences, minor negative experiences. It's important to be mindful and have a wider perspective by looking at the bigger picture. Shifting your focus. It's essential to slowly shift your focus away from your negative self talk. Reflect on the positives. Reflecting on past positive experiences, accomplishments, and anticipating possible positive outcomes helps change the direction of your negative self talk and makes it more positive. Strengthen your inner coach. You can strengthen your inner coach by creating some distance while engaging in your inner dialogue. Indulge in positive, regular positive inner dialogue and give yourself the advice you would give to your friend. This will gradually harness your inner coach. So, how do you gain more clarity if you're confused? Easy and quick access to vast, unfiltered amount of information through various platforms is a major cause of information overload. It becomes difficult to determine relevant information from reliable sources. This increases stress and can cause fear of missing out. Processing and making sense of the information oftentimes reduces your productivity and gives rise to more confusion. So, how are you going to deal with this information overload? Make sure your sources of information are of high quality. Make sure the information that you're consuming is accurate and set boundaries. You don't want to be taking information from all the sources. Make sure you set boundaries and know when to stop. Dealing with crisis individually. Acceptance. If needed, reaching out for help to process the situation. It's important for you to accept and understand your new way of living and your new life. Connecting with people in the same situation. It's very important to know that you're not alone in this. There are people who are in exactly the same situation, and you're not alone, and you can have your own support network. You can build your own support network of caregivers, friends, mentors, and healthcare providers. You can reach out to them for more guidance on how to navigate your MSA journey. Adapting practices for emotional well being, practices the way we've discussed before, practices like gratitude, grounding techniques, self love, they're going to help you strengthen your emotional well being. Being kind to yourself. It's important for you to be kind and patient to yourself and understanding your emotional health. Dealing with crisis as a family. Ask each other how you want to be supported. It will give you more clarity to understand if what's needed from you and what you need from others in your journey. Be an active listener. Listening is one of the most important skills, and it's really important to listen without without having to say anything. When you listen, you make people feel more heard and more understood. Create safe space at home by letting each other be vulnerable. Avoid judgment and criticism. That's going to help you have difficult conversations. Indulge in activities as a family to improve your family's dynamic. You can plan family fun days, you can plan movie nights. It's obviously going to help you have a better relationship with each other and have a better family dynamic. Convey your feelings through words of appreciation. Don't be shy. Appreciate each other and know what you truly feel about them. And do it consistently. It will help you strengthen the bond in your family. Distribute duties to achieve efficiency and minimize stress. It's important for you to distribute all your tasks so that you're not overwhelmed and you don't burn out and you always keep your productivity high and your mental well-being really good. It's okay to wonder about how life would have been without MSA, but it's imperative to know that you're worthy of happiness and you'll be surrounded with love and support. Dealing with sympathy and being the patient. Compassion and support are essential for a better healing journey, but sympathy is unnecessary. Sympathy often feels like an assumption of inferior quality of life due to circumstances. It can be very uncomfortable because, as humans, we always want to be part of the society and want to have a normal life. We don't want to feel different from anybody around us. Being labeled as a patient and constantly given sympathy can be upsetting. There's not a specific way to deal with sympathy, but it helps to know most of the intentions are not malicious, and many people genuinely care. When you experience sympathetic words, you can try to communicate your feelings in a positive way. MSA doesn't define you, you still have your own identity. Developing a positive mindset. There are two steps in developing a positive mindset. First, by creating an environment, and second, reframing your thoughts. Reframing negative thoughts. Now, reframing is a technique in which negative, distorted, and detrimental thoughts are noticed and replaced with more balanced thoughts. Our perspectives are developed through frame we adapt to view the world. When we reframe and balance this view, our attitudes and responses towards situations change as well. Reframing negative thoughts can help in developing a different view, thereby improving problem solving skills and shifting focus on opportunities in any given situation. Some of the examples are: it's impossible for me to improve. I hate the situation. You can reframe it by saying, this is a challenging situation, and I'm glad that guidance from my support group as well as my dedication is helping me to improve. I am missing out on many things and experiences. You can replace it with, I'm reconnecting with myself and my family in a different way. And what can I do to make my day even better? Creating a positive environment. It is essential to create a positive environment in order to have a positive mindset. Constant, stressful conversations, unnecessary opinions, critical judgment can prove to be detrimental to your emotional well being. An optimistic environment is nourishing to your mind and can be created by reading materials that are intellectually stimulating, listening to soothing music, and watching inspiring content. It also helps to deliberately be on the lookout to find happiness. Don't miss out on opportunities to laugh and giggle and appreciate yourself and others as much as you can. Gratitude. Research has shown that practicing gratitude regularly has a profound effect on your mental and physical well being. It improves your sleep quality and blood pressure. Practicing gratitude helps to shift your focus on things that are usually taken for granted. Making conscious efforts by paying attention to practice gratitude can boost feelings of love, happiness, and contentment. Here is a simple way to practice gratitude daily. List 10 things you're grateful for and why. Example: I'm grateful for different services like Wi Fi, water supply, and power supply that I receive because they make my life convenient and comfortable. You can practice gratitude by focusing on one or more aspects of your life. The MSA journey and way ahead. The practices and techniques discussed in this presentation are proven to be helpful in creating a well balanced and more positive mindset. Nevertheless, MSc diagnosis and the journey that follows still remains challenging. It can impact various aspects of your life. The MSc journey can be difficult not just for the warrior, but also for the caregiver. If this difficult situation gives rise to unsought arguments, overwhelming emotions, if it's causing you mental distress, it's advisable to seek medical professional help. Though the journey is challenging, it's important to keep learning and setting new goals to be on a constant path of improvement. A growth mindset helps to find purpose and taking consistent action for improvement. MSc journey can make you feel that there's no scope for growth. Even during tough times, remember to never give in and always motivate yourself to take your next step. However small you think your goal is, it still matters that you have one and you work towards it because you deserve to accomplish it. Keep finding opportunities in any given situation. Set small, realistic, achievable goals and don't strive for perfection. Let go things that are outside your control. So here's a way to set your goal. It's called SMART goals. Setting distinct goals helps to have a better understanding and measure of achievements. By organizing your resources and finding necessary support, you can consistently set goals and enjoy your accomplishments. For example, listening to more audiobooks, if that's your goal. You need to be very specific when you're setting a goal. What do you achieve? What do you want to achieve by setting this goal? By setting a goal to listen to more audiobooks, you can intend to find more constructive, accurate information. So, how will you know that you've achieved this goal? When you finish the entire audiobook, you know that you've achieved your goal. Your goal needs to be realistic and achievable. Listening to an audiobook, if it's realistic and if it's achievable, you're going to be motivated to do it. It should be relevant. It should be something that is relevant or related to your current situation. It's only then you're going to take action towards it and make it happen by being consistent with your goal. Time. Your goal needs to have a certain time limit and deadline. So you can give yourself 1 month or 2 months to achieve your goal, and you'll know that and you've achieved your goal because you've been consistently, deliberately taking action towards it. And don't forget to celebrate your wins. You have to celebrate your improvements and wins. Don't take them for granted. You're smart, you're resilient, and you're a fighter. Don't forget to love yourself. Find more ways to give gratitude. Don't forget to set your intention and deliberately focus on laughing more. Don't forget to appreciate your journey. MSA journey is challenging and you're here working hard to improve your physical and mental health. Give yourself enough credit. You're a champion. You can also practice journaling and keep a self-love journal. So what is a self-love journal? You can write about why you love yourself, why you love yourself, how you're proud of yourself, what you're grateful for. You can practice this every day and work on your self-love, which will obviously help you create a more positive outlook towards your own body and your mind. So you can start by saying, I love myself because I'm a kind and caring person. I'm proud of myself because I have always made efforts to be better. I'm a good person because I've helped my family and friends. I'm grateful that I have a beautiful life and many resources that prove to be helpful. With this, I'm done with the presentation and I'm very grateful that you've been a part of this presentation and you've been here listening to me. I'm thankful to all the audience and I'm thankful to Defeat MSC Alliance. Thank you.